Oh, I'm live. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, it's so very hot here in France that I don't know if you see, but like it's very hot. Anyway, welcome back to Tea with Jase. Amy, please let me know. It's you and I right now. Let me know, guys. Debbie Sue. Hi, can you hear me, guys? I have the headphone. I'm not at home. I'm in France at my brother, so I don't have my usual settings. Can you hear me? Let me just put something here. Okay, perfect. So because I'm talking through this, so if you can hear me, perfect. Thank you guys. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you, Debisu. Hey, Amy. Hey, Debisu. Let me put you guys on the screen. Hi, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I appreciate you. Right. Uh, Morning, friend. Okay, guys. Ladies, I'm in France right now. I'm in Lyon. And next week, I'm going back to Toulouse. And you know that I've been uh, preparing my move back to France. And it's funny because Lyon, the city where I am right now, which is like said to be one of the most beautiful city in France. But the thing is, I've been coming here for 30 years because my brother have been living here forever. But I never find any attraction to that city. But since I came back by bus from Toulouse to Lyon. And on the bus, I could see the city, because Lyon is sitting between two rivers. So you can have like walks around the river. It's very beautiful. And so next week, I have a bus tour to go visit Lyon. And I don't know, am I appreciating this city better than I did before? But when I arrived in Toulouse, which is more in the south, it's I fell in love with the city straight away. There's beaches everywhere. Toulouse is like, you have the mountain, you have the beach, and also it's not far from Spain. So you can really travel in different places. So I'm rediscovering France, and I think I'm checking if you put any messages here. Let me see. Amy says, I only been to airport in Lyon. Lyon is huge. Lyon is one of these places where it's so cosmopolitan and it's so well developed. So you have everything. Hey, Mary. Hi. Hey, my friend. It's so cosmopolitan and it's so well, like public transportation is really good. They have the metro, the buses, the train, the tram. So you don't need a car to be in Lyon. And the great thing with Lyon is like, not even like you go half an hour out of Lyon and you're in the countryside. And I don't know, certainly because I'm ready now mentally to come back to France, that I find it beautiful. And maybe also the adverse reaction that I had with France was more Paris, because I still have that reaction. Paris is too much for me. Paris is like, going to London or going to New York. It's too much. But in Lyon, although it's a big city, it doesn't feel overwhelmed. And the funny thing with Toulouse, I don't know if that's what attracted me so much there. The houses are made with like terracotta bricks, a bit like the English houses. And even in town, it looks like you're in the countryside. I took a few videos that I'll hope I'll share soon, but I'm going back there at the end of next week. Mid next week, I'm going back to Toulouse, and I want to take the time really to visit. I did a bus tour there in Toulouse, and I really love the place. So let me see. Lovely to see you, Jazz. You look happy and glowing. The glow is the heat. Guys, it's like 40 degrees here. The entire week has been so hot. And they're announcing the same for next week. So we had like a weather warning all through the week. And so that's a question for you guys. For us women over 50, over 60, when we were looking for other places to live, would you like want to live where the sun, because I'm running away from the UK where it's cold all the time, most of the time and raining. But here it's so hot that I'm not sure that I can cope with the heat, because you can't really go out of the house because it's so very hot. So the glow, that's what it is, because it's so hot. I had to stop the fan. So in a minute I'm gonna be sweating. But the good thing is that I've been drinking so much. That's a 2 liter bottle of water. I've been drinking 2 liter of water every day because it's so very hot. Anyway, I'm happy to be here, guys. Haven't been able to do the tea with Jase for the last 2 weeks, I think, because I've been traveling through France, and I'm really loving it here. I don't know, it's very different. It's really different. Like in Toulouse, I felt people are very laid back and very, very friendly. People are ready to help you, and it's very quiet, and the landscape is so beautiful. You know, so let me just quickly check your messages. Um, Amy says, I need sun, but I don't like super hot or humid. Yes. I don't know what 40 degrees Celsius is in Fahrenheit. Let me type it here. 40 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. 8. That's strange. No, let me go the other way around. If I say 40 degrees here, it's 104. 104-degree Fahrenheit. I don't know for you guys, but this is hot. So I haven't been able to go outside right now because I'm in the house. I keep having showers, but I'm sweating. So I'm not sure I want to be, unless, because I will never be living between in one continent. I don't think so. I know I confused Amy because I was like, okay, I want to move to Zanzibar and etc. And she's like, but what about France? I don't think I can live in one continent. I don't see myself living in Africa forever, all the time, 24/7. I think because I have that nomadic heart, I will always live in between places. I think France is just going to be my base. When I'm not traveling, I'll be here, and also for health, because in France we have the most amazing healthcare system, and Zanzibar or maybe Gabon could be like my place in Africa. But anyway, uh, Debbie say I freeze all the time, so I love warm weather, maybe not overwhelming hot. Lol, absolutely. Like, I love hot weather. When I came back from the UK, guys, to come here, I left the UK, it was 10 degrees that morning. It was so cold. And I arrived in France, it was like 36 or something degrees Celsius. So, yeah, hot, but not too hot. Uh, Mary, I have to say, Jazz, bloody hot here to prefer cooler weather. Yeah. For me, I don't know. I would love to live like in the 25 degrees, 25 degrees for you guys, maybe like 50s Fahrenheit, something mild, but not 40 degrees hot, because we already had like two people who died, two kids who died. And every time there's like heat wave warning in France, the elderly and the children, there's some people who can't keep the heat, can't take the heat, sorry, and that's sad. So yeah, let me just quickly come here. I want to tell you a little bit about the two cities, and it's funny, as we get older. I don't know for you guys, as we get older, it looks like you see things differently. Lyon is a place that I've been 100,000 times, but I never look at it like a place that I would want to live at all. But now it's different. I see, you know, I see myself living here, or maybe because I'm ready and my heart is ready to come back to France, that I see possibilities. Um, but let me just quickly see here. So as I say, I'm falling in love back with the French culture, and a lot have changed. You know how I think, like a lot of tourists, we often assume that Paris is France. And I was a Parisian, right? Very rude, very fast paced. People are not happy, etc. But when you go in provinces like I'm here in Lyon, it's completely, completely different. People are so friendly. In Toulouse, it was crazy. When I arrived at the airport, I couldn't find the way to my hotel. I asked the way, and the lady took me in a car and dropped me at the hotel. And I only had so much help from people who were very friendly and happy to help. You don't see that in Paris. People are busy. In the South, people are so laid back and very, very friendly. And I don't remember French people being friendly. I'm sorry, okay? I just remember people being rude, but I think that's just Paris and not the, France completely. So, yeah. So I think what I wanted to share with you is a lot of women from my community are looking for places to move to. So I wanted to share with you why I think those two cities could be good for us women over 50 if you're looking to either move here or to just visit. Okay. So as I said, Lyon is one of the most beautiful city. If you go online on YouTube and type like Lyon walking tour, Lyon is written Lyon, walking tour, and you will see it's a very, very beautiful city. It's actually known to be one of the most beautiful city in France, and it has like I think it has like a historic center that is UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's a very, very beautiful place. Also, as I said, because there's two big rivers, you have a lot of riverside walks, and I love water. You know, the other thing here is that it's so well connected. You don't need a car. I don't know for you guys. I used to love driving. I don't like driving anymore. If I can be driven somewhere. So here you don't need a car. Okay, you can take public transportation, and you know that Europe in general and in France, we are very well connected. The public transportation is amazing. You don't need a car. You have so many different ways to go from one place to another. And also the other thing is where Lyon is like in the middle of the France. You can easily go to Paris. You can easily go to Switzerland. From Lyon. So as somebody that likes to explore and travel, living in Lyon, I will be able to go to different places. So, and also, as I was saying earlier, is like if you just take a house, as I told my brother, I was looking for a house to buy in France. He showed me a house that was, it's his ex mother in law who passed away. And so they were selling a house. It was not even more, it was less than an hour from Lyon Center, where there's like metros and all of that. But it looks like it's the countryside. So you don't have to drive very far and be in the countryside, be somewhere peaceful, etc. So that's nice because you could have the best of both worlds. You can live a little bit outside of Lyon, and when you want to come to the city, well, you have everything, the malls, what every big city has. So you can decide to go to hikes, to nature, etc., and come back to the bustling city. So that's really cool about Lyon. Did you run into many American in Toulouse? I know several American women that have moved there in the past decade. Amy, you said so. Please put me in touch with anybody. Guys, if you know any women that lives in Lyon or in Toulouse, let me know. If you know the channel, I'll reach out so I can meet them. No, I haven't. But maybe because I was also with the French community, I was not so much like, no, I didn't in the tourist bus that I was in, like the Toulouse bus tour, there was a lot of American in there. But for me, they were just tourists. They were not there as, I don't think they lived there. But no, I did not notice that. But I would love to get in touch. If you can, if you know anybody, please put me in touch with them and I'd be more than happy to meet them. So, just quickly, to you know, just quickly, the things in Lyon that are amazing for us women over 50. If you want to live here, come on holiday here. Great public transportation, walkable city. You can walk most places. It's flat. It's not. There's not too many hills. There's a rich culture here and history, and it's really family friendly. There's also, I don't know, it's a big city, but it's not. It doesn't feel overwhelming like when you are in maybe New York, Paris, or etc. You can access to the nature, so you can go to countryside in less than an hour. And of course, healthcare in France is the best. So no matter where you go in France, and yeah, and it's central, so you can travel all over Europe. So those are very great, a lot of great points. But also, my brother lives here, my nephews live here, and one of the reasons why I wanted to move to France is also be close to family, like see my nephews before they all get married and etc., and have some connection with them. So that's one of the reasons. So being here will allow me to be, near my brother, and this is my favorite brother. Don't tell my other one, because we're closer in age. So, it would be nice to be here and spend more time with him, his wife, and his kids. Now, let me tell you about Toulouse. Toulouse is like I arrived in Toulouse and straight away I love the place. Love at first sight. I don't know if it happened to you. You arrive to a place and the place talks to you. The place is like a welcome home. Okay, that that's what was Toulouse for me. And when I was searching a little bit, he was saying that Toulouse is called La Ville Rose, so the pink city, because many of his buildings are built with pink terracotta bricks, like I was telling you. So it looks a little bit like England. Not really, but yeah. And it's very relaxed, laid back. People aren't in hurry. People are very laid back. I don't know. It's a different feel. I felt sorry. I'm so excited. I felt so comfortable in Toulouse, and I can't wait to go back. And the same, there's a lot of riverside. It's near the sea, and there's a mountain also, and it's near how do you call it? Spain. From Toulouse, you can easily travel to Portugal, Spain, etc. And I don't know, it's a place that I felt relaxed in Toulouse. I was really happy to be there, more than Lyon, right? But I'm rediscovering Lyon, and I think next week when I'm gonna do a lot of tourism around Lyon, I haven't been able because of 40 degrees, 104 Fahrenheit, and unfortunately next week it's not going to go down. The weather is gonna be the temperature are going to stay that high, but I'm still going to go out just covered, have enough water with me, because otherwise I will never be able to do anything because the temperature are not ready to go down yet. So let me just quickly check here. Debisu, it sounds so lovely. It is Debisu. It is. And I don't know, the French people, maybe it's like francophone compared to anglophone. I don't know. In England, I see people live to work. People are always busy, always talking about bills and working and blah, 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 blah. French people are all about quality of life. Like work is certainly not the first priority. Yes, we need a job to work to pay bills, but the work life balance is very strong in France. Like French people take their holidays seriously, you know, and again, I had a meal with some friend, and like you enjoy having a meal. In the UK, at lunch you have a sandwich, it's a quick meal. No, you sit at the table, you drink wine, you have some fromage, like what's cheese, you take the time to chat. A meal will take at least 2 hours because you enjoy time. And the funny thing as well was like, and that's only in France, and you see that also in Spain, where people close their shop at 12, like come back. Like I see my brother, he goes to work, he come back at 12, he eats, then he has a nap and go back to work 2 hours later because he doesn't walk far. Like this is crazy. Never seen that in England. In England, we have maximum 1 hour break, you know, but you eat quickly. You usually have a sandwich. You don't sit at the table. Here, no, that's a quality of life. And when you turn 50, you want that for yourself. So let me come back to Toulouse. Why I love Toulouse. Toulouse, as I said, is not far from the mountain, the Pyrenees, if you know, and it's also very close to Spain. You can go to Spain so you can do weekends in Spain, in Portugal. Mary, I can come and see you in Spain, and the feel of the place is just very lovely. Anyway, the south of France is really really laid back. I don't know. It's People are more chilled than in Paris. It's in Paris where you will really see people stressing out, like in the UK, in London. So why a woman over 50 might love Toulouse? Let me just give you a quick rundown. The sunshine, if you love sunshine, but for me, I think during the summer I'll go to England to visit my kids because my daughter was telling me um, 2 days ago that she was sick because it was cold. Okay. And my friend was like, okay, she put a pool, like a plastic pool for a grandkid out, and she knows that that's the only day she will be able to do that because she'll put it back then for next year, because the summer in the UK doesn't last that long. Okay, we complain, but when you have like the heat is so hard, like in here. I don't know. I don't see myself being here during that type of weather if it's that the entire summer is too much. Anyway, let's go back. More sunshine, a slower pace of life. That I love with the French people. It's very, you can feel it. People aren't in a hurry on the street. Okay. Uh, and a strong cafe culture, like going to sit at a cafe, reading a newspaper, drinking your coffee. I just love that. You have access to mountain, to beaches, and it's close to, other, south city in the south like Spain, Portugal, etc. And I don't know, it just feels it feels really different being in Toulouse. So, guys, I'm so hot. I'm so hot. I don't know. If you had a choice, guys, would you uh, choose to live in a place where, in a south where it's really hot, or I'm sweating, or would you prefer to live a little bit up north, and but the thing is, when you're up north and in the center, you don't have really access to the beach or the mountain, uh, like in Toulouse. I don't know. I'm still debating. If you ask me where I would like to live in France right now, I still don't know. Um, but I will keep exploring. I want to visit more cities in France, and see which one I would prefer to live in. But so far, Toulouse is a big contender for me. And otherwise, would you rather live near a mountain or a major city? Do you prefer to be in the city or more closer to nature? For me, I don't know. I want to be in the middle. Okay. I want to be able, like in Lyon, be able to go to the mountain if I want, nature, just 1 hour away. If I want to go to the beach, it's not too far either. And if I want to be in a city, you can as well. Guys, oh my God, look at that. I'm sweating. It's so hot. Um, Let me see here. If Toulouse is close to the Pyrenees, it is. I am close to the Pyrenees. You make me want to move to France. Yeah, Toulouse is very close to the Pyrenees. It's like 1.5 hours from the Pyrenees. That's why I say it's an amazing place. Um, Debisu says, I love in the mountains. I live in the mountains here and love it. So I prefer nature. Yeah, Debisu, I saw you on your porch several times, and it's beautiful. You have nature right there. It's very, very beautiful. Yes, definitely. Understand that. For me, I would love to be in a place where I have enough land so I can um, plant my own food. Even if it's a smaller plot of land, because I really love to plant my own food. I want the warm, sunny, and city life, but I would live in the summer for the north. Totally agree. This, no, to be honest, I'm still in France for maybe 10 days or something like that. Guys, I'm happy to go back home. I'm happy to go back to the UK to have a little bit of like a fresh weather, because right now it's like it doesn't matter how many shower I take per day, it's hot. Okay, so we sleep with the fan all day long. It's yeah, it's quite hard to be in the heat. And also, uh, have you ever like, did you like know a place that you didn't like and suddenly you arrive and it feels completely different? It's strange. I always say I hate this city, Lyon, but now I see it with new eyes. I don't know. I see the appeal. So I want to give it a chance. And yeah, have you? Let me just quickly check here. Okay, were you? Yeah, and also the other question I'm asking you, so you help me take a decision for myself. So right now I'm really trying to restart completely, because I'm really preparing to leave the UK. So what matters the most for you when you move somewhere? Is it the weather, the family, the cost of living, uh, health care, or adventure? Right? For me, the reason to come back to France, not only because I'm a French national, I'm French, healthcare is the best here. And that's honestly, if I'm honest with myself, that's the first reason why we live in the UK. Because the UK, I just love that place. I told you about the UK, I love the country. But when it comes to healthcare, I'd rather be in France as I'm aging, because I know that they take care of the people in France. And the more you age, the more, I don't know, the healthcare system take care of you, make sure that you are okay. So I'd rather be here in case something big happen, because the more we age, the more we have like, health issues and all of that. So this was my first reason for being in here. And then family definitely is another one, being closer to family. That's the second one. And when it comes to the cost of living, to be honest, somebody asked me, I don't know if it's you, Amy, or it's Miriam, it's another friend, who asked me, do you feel like France is less expensive than the UK? Once upon a time, yes. Once upon a time, France has a big advantage when it comes to, the cost of living. Not anymore. I feel like being here, France is as expensive as the UK today. Okay, when you go to when you go shopping, when I check the price, is the same. The price of things like, uh, if you drink milk, baguette like bread, tomato, things like that. It's very similar to the UK. It's not cheaper. So yeah, let me see. Debisu says, because, but of course, it would be nice to experience the city from time to time. Yeah, definitely. That's why when you are, Amy, I see your response. Wait. Uh, Yes, that's why I'd rather be in a place not far from a city, because I do enjoy like going to the cinema. I enjoy going to the mall. There's something I love going in a mall, sitting at a coffee, looking at people. Just having also when you're near a city, big city, you have those big hospitals. So in case of something, you need to go there. And for me, having like a big hospital nearby is important. I have a friend of mine and her husband. They moved in. Very, very far away countryside, about like 7,000 people maximum. And that's still big, right? They had to move back to come back to the city because a lot of countryside, um, in here in France, are missing doctors. There's less and less doctors in the countryside, meaning that if you have something important happening to you, you're gonna have to drive an hour or so to go to the doctor. So it's things like that you need to take into account. So I'd rather live like less than an hour to a big hospital in case something happened. So we never know. Definitely going to time to the city, Yes, it's important and it's good to change a little bit sceneries as well. Family, Amy, I get you. There's family and family. I would never. Okay, don't say never. I wouldn't want to live in France. In France is the type of family you are talking about. No, thank you. I don't want to go there. But in Lyon, it's my brother. It's like my twin. It's the most. Oh, look, since I've been here, he took care of me like I'm his younger sister. Okay, I'll be sitting here. He'll bring me food. Every time he comes, he brings me something from outside. He cooks for me. He like he takes care of me, and he always been like that. He always been that very cool big brother. Okay, so and we have that relation with each other. We have a very peaceful relation, him and I, and we always helping each other. So living here will be a benefit for me, because I know I'm not going to have the family drama. It's the one that I'm the closest in my entire family. So, but I get you, family. No, that's France for me. That's Paris for me. I wouldn't go to Paris. No, thank you, because that's where drama is. Right, guys, I think, yeah, that's really what I wanted to share with you today. And the more I travel through France, guys, the more I realize that um, I don't know, I'm not really looking for a retirement destination like that. Um, what's important for me is just a base. So this is why, yes, I like having these things around me, and I definitely want a place where it's closer to different cities and countries. I really want to live in a place where it's easy for me to travel to other places. That's the most important. It's really a base, what I'm looking for. So, to be honest, where I'm going to live is wherever I will find the place that's affordable for me to have. And just to have like a home base in France. Because it's not the place where I will spend 90% of my time. I see myself spending more time traveling and spend more time in Africa as well. So yeah. I'm not going to ask the next question because Amy already replied. It was, could you live close to family or would that drive you crazy? So Amy was like, what? But the thing that I will miss is having my kids next to me. Yeah, I like having those Sunday lunch with my daughters. Like my eldest daughter, we have like a mommy and daughter's date where we go eat something and sometimes we go to the cinema. I love this. And with my youngest, we spend some time a day just hanging out together. That's something that I'm going to be missing. But because both of them want to learn more about the French culture, it will be an opportunity for them to come to France as well and to spend, their summer in France or whenever they have holidays. They know that they're going to have a house to be in France. So, but yeah, okay. Right, but that's it, guys. That's it. That was just a little chat that I wanted to have with you. I didn't want to take any guests while I'm traveling because I'm not in my normal settings, and I didn't know how the sound or anything. It's different on the laptop than when I'm at home with my computer and all my settings. So um, I'm not sure next week I'm gonna have a TV Jase. I'm not sure. But guys, if you can join me please on the 27th of June, if you're awake, of course, I'm gonna have a birthday celebration online. You know that for a few years now, sorry, always celebrate my birthday by myself. But on the 27th of June, that's when the convention that I'm going to in Toulouse is happening. So I'm going to be locked in a room learning from 8 to 6 p.m. So very early in the morning, an hour before I go to the convention, I will do a live for my birthday so we can celebrate. And I will do my birthday trip when I'm back in the UK. I still don't know what I'm going to do. I was supposed to go to another country for my birthday, but I needed to attend this conference. So, yeah, I still don't know. This year, it's crazy, at 53, I'm going to turn 53. And sometimes I'm like, wow, time goes so fast. And now birthday are like, I don't know. Uh, I don't know. I like spending my birthday reflecting on, you know, my life, where I'm going, what I want to do with my life, etc. And yeah, anyway, so yeah, join me on the 27th if you're free. Enjoy your time in France. I will. I will. I'm really loving it here. I'm really loving my experience here. So, yeah, guys, I'm gonna go now. I'm not going to drag it to an hour. I just wanted to share with you and say I'm still here. I'm still traveling through France and experiencing everything. And I'll tell you all about the other plans that I have for my next trips. Uh, I told you I'm going to Zanzibar back in September, and also I was planning to go to live in Zanzibar for a while, but I want to give a chance to Gabon again. I keep pivoting. I'm like, I don't know where I want to go. But in Gabon, we have an island called La Pointe de Nid, which is similar to Zanzibar. So I want to give it a chance and go there. Last time I couldn't go there because it's expensive compared to Zanzibar. But um, my brother that's here with me is going to travel to Gabon. So I want to take the chance to go at the same time. So maybe that will give me a different perspective of Gabon. So, yeah, that's all. I'm just quickly checking here. I don't, okay. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else that I wanted to share. Guys, I don't have my glasses, so I can't see very well. Take care, Jazz. Enjoy yourself. Thank you very much, Debbie Sue. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Debbie Sue, Mary, Amy, all of you. Thank you for your support. And you guys behind the the screen that I don't see because you haven't say hi in the comment. Thank you for being here. Like the live, guys, and I see you. I don't know, maybe next Sunday I'm gonna have a Stevie J's. I'm not sure yet, but Sonia Bennett, peace and love, Jazz. I would love to join you in France one day soon. I'd love to, sis. One day, why not? Yeah, thank you for being here. I'm gonna go now and put the fan back in because it's so hot. Okay, take care, guys, and thank you very much for being here with me. And see you soon. Bye now.